Hi Capricorn, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to Tarot Solar Sun Studio. I'm Caro and we are going to perform a career tarot reading. And this is for the month of October 2023. Now these readings are of course general readings, so it is for that signs collective to reveal the energy trends. So it is not a personal tarot reading to you. That's why it's okay if it does not resonate. But please check out also your moon and rising signs as well, if this is also something works for you. Yeah, so let's go ahead now. Let's see the energy trends in terms of career for the Capricorn collective. I'm going to begin with this is the creator theme deck, and as a creator theme deck, it has some nice actually notes there, and I think it can be helpful for to reveal. Can be in the form of guidance or this theme for the month, or something in general in terms of energy, because in the end we are all the creators here when our career paths is also involved. So I want to bring this card to you now from this creator deck. So what Capricorn needs to know, let's find out. Okay, so I have picked for you Capricorn. So this is get back to elemental. Okay, get back to elemental. It may mean, of course, many things here. But we are trying to now also implement this message to the general Capricorn archetype, because in the end elementally signs are also different from each other, so you are an earth energy in the end. But specifically for this one, it talks about to bring some elemental magic. Of course, in this case, can be about earth energy. It can be something to bring elemental magic to your career life. This can be also, it has also this extroverted quality of getting outside, doing something, well, for the career, I wouldn't say doing something wild, but doing something like this grand move. Okay, let's say something bold. Yes, doing something bold. Maybe when it comes to display yourself or your energy, because this may be about when the career matters are concerned. It can be about letting also go of who you believe you have to be in that setting. So that elemental self of you, which is earth, but of course in your chart, for instance, natal charts, these elementals will change. You can be also a Capricorn with the air dominant signs as well, or before you there is Sag dominated, it can be. So so it can be fire dominated. So that elemental, what that thing is for you, it is about stepping into your elemental self. But also what element is lacking right now, it can be also bring that back. So this is a bit personal reading stuff that part, but for a general energy, that elemental I think trend is important. This is also bringing some self-care messages. The self-care message, which is very important in your career path, is sometimes breaking free of that pragmatism and logic, and it can be that time for you to explore something with curiosity. Of course, you are watching these coming from very different fields, but I'm sure there is one field, one way in our careers to explore something with curiosity, being bold about it. And because this is going to energize us to get past the fear of change and the fear of trying new things here. It can be even in the idea form, if it can't have a practical mean for your career, but also it can be something with regards to entertaining some ideas there. By the way, elemental energy can, okay, we have air, fire, water, and earth, but there is also ether, right? In the spiritual realm. And some call it spirit. And these elements, of course, what they create matter and life. So maybe you can start by, when it comes, energetically, I'm speaking, of course, these readings, you need to, take that message and apply to your circumstances. It may be, for some of us, it may be time to break things down into their simplest elements and to get back to our roots. Because it is asking us in your career right now, what are the basics of what you are building? Maybe you are a person who is like a seasoned, for instance, you are maybe a seasoned creator in your career. It's asking you, what was your original plan, your original dream? Okay? There is a path you are coming from, of course, and you have grown since you begin that career journey. It can be a time for you maybe to shift that plans, okay? To shift that plans so that they can also make more sense for you. It is inviting you to get back to the basics of exploring a theme or concept or an area in your career, and it is encouraging you to seeing things in a new perspective. As the eclipses of Saturn, Libra, Aries axis is also coming with the nodal axes. These are gonna square your sign, so there is going to be some tension there, and the tension is like archery, the tension when you pull the arc, you build that tension, but to give you a focus and another goal, right, to something. So from that tension, there can be some new goal or direction can come out. At this time in your career, fresh eyes can definitely offer you some fresh perspective. And it's okay when you break things down into their most basic parts. You can put them back together again. It is also encouraging you to take another look at what you are already doing, what you have already done. It is encouraging you to take special notice of that magic that you have eventually access to. if some drama needs to be cut in the career life, it may be time for that. If it's time for networking, it may be time for that. There can be also this how to say, there can be something here which is not aligned with your basics, even in your CV, let's say. There is something as like a goal or focus or a new perspective. It talks about this thing that you can bring really, and it is asking for that quintessential desire. It is asking for that quintessential desire. What is running within you in everything you do? When everything leaves, what always stays in you, you know? That thing. Stay true to yourself in this path. Okay, so there is this saying here. Stay true to yourself. Now, stay true to yourself. Of course, when you getting down to the basic of something, let's say, and in the first energy, like you were also getting to the basics of something, you were creating this new energies out of it, and we have also, yeah, it is really this, you know, what is that quintessential desire which runs through you, right? It wants you to find it. Actually, all the work is for you to find that like quintessential desire within you, because maybe this is going to make a difference once you communicate that. And because there can be instances in which you have to communicate that throughout the month, and this may actually like give you the foundation of something you always want to speak about, you know. This can be, I think, important. Don't compromise or water down your ideas. Listen to, trust, and follow your inner voice. Stay true to yourself. So there is a message here which is also encouraging you to stay true. It's like you shouldn't do like another person's job or take burden. Like you need to stay in your own path. It wants you to follow your inner guidance, not to second guess yourself, being a way to please other people. Like it's about that knowing, you know what, you know deep down what to do. Okay, this is you partners with divine's guidance, having fresh eyes, trusting and following the path you are shown, and taking also one step at a time. This card is also talking about an original idea in its essence, and we have also talked about that your original idea in the first message. Both cards is telling you like if you feel stuck or if your business stalls, it can be because like you have compromised your original idea. So it is actually something that I feel there is a bit fear in that, like trying to satisfy everyone or fit in with others, but if there is a fear in that sense, it's not going to lead you where you want to go. So it is never too late to get back, okay? It is never too late to get back on track by staying true to yourself. This is also going to help you to strengthen your assertiveness and like being honest with yourself, being honest with others will definitely improve your experience there, okay? There can be times when we just, you know, switch that sometimes path, trying to be everything for everyone, you know, pleasing, like self-betrayal, tendencies. This is something you may, and that, I think, all the process builds up. There is something within you, that elemental core, like you got to like go back to that original place and plan, but also something like you got to see it like in the new way, you know. There is some work to do there. We have also the card of sensitivity. You are becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly, it says. In this phase, it's okay to, yes, of course, in this sense, you will be very sensitive. You will be very sensitive. It can be really a sensitive time for you. This is understandable. It's like you cannot even like have that water signs sensitiveness, and especially if you have a very much water in your chart as a person, which is okay, because that sensitiveness is will help you to like crack open something within you, okay, and help you to, I think, like get there. So it's don't be hard on yourself. I think this is an important message in this reading. I will get more cards here, of course, but I think these first three oracle cards are kind of very important, because it's going to help us like to, how to say, pull out all the cards together, pull out all the reading. So that's why I find it to be very important to read them in this way at the very beginning. And I think your current career environment is very harsh for you. Your current career environment is very harsh for you. It's harsh for your increasing sensitive soul and body right now. That's why also it's time to make some changes also according to this fact. And I think it may be sometimes possible to heal a work environment if you have also other people's cooperation with you. Sometimes we can also inspire the fellow employees through our own shift into a more optimistic and sunny disposition as well. But there is this sense of your interest, your tastes, they are actually, I think, changing, and something is no longer appealing to you. And you are also becoming a sensitive person. There is something that within you is shaping. You are more sensitive to the energies of the people with whom you spend time and the places together frequently. There is also this, messages of going back to a gentle work environment, supportive co-workers, cooperative way of conducting business, and you also need a career, it says, like to feel good about, and which can also help you to add some meaning to your life. Some Capricorns, they can go through a change of employment, and like ensuring you that you can be surrounded by other gentle and sensitive co-workers, clients, okay. It is encouraging you to be open also to the benefits of such a change, and what affords you. And this is also a bit letting go of the material perks, as you may go through a transitional time, though there is this ensuring of personal happiness and also like benefits of something. So there are plenty of messages coming in that sense. Now, the first tarot card in this reading will be the focus. So in the focus card, we are going to explore where you are now and what surrounds your current situation. We have the current challenges and obstacles, and we have also, let me tell you the basic names of the cards. I will open them when I interpret them. And what direction can you take to make the best use of your fullest potential? And we have also the hidden aspects, okay, something that needs to be brought to light that you may be unaware of in your career life. And we have the near future influences. This up to 3 months. This is actually a 9-card spread, actually can be 10 as well. But for, we will have a limited time, so I'm making it like with 5 placement. But in private readings, it is more, comprehensive. But even with this way, in a general reading, it can give definitely a lot of message to you. Okay, I wanted to get one card here. Control your anger or you will be sorry. It's, I think, in the first position, there is something you want to react. Again, that harsh environment with regards to work or something really, even in a Taurus card, right, like this with Mercury in Taurus, like things, when you are quite waiting to articulate and before responding, like there is a situation here in which you are thinking, if I'm gonna react harsh or quick respond, and because maybe, for Capricorn it's important when it comes to structural rules. You are a Saturnian sign in the end. Sometimes knowing the limits, that something is maybe, is a bit forcing the patience, but a reaction may actually backfire here. Then there is a message, clear message that there can be then energy which can make you feel sorry later. We have the Sun. Now, this is a vitality and it's actually pure energy. So this situation maybe is draining that life energy, the Sun. And in general, that harsh environment, maybe yourself is also thinking to act in a way, which something is really pushing you there. So, but also like draining your life energy. So for you, like maybe it's there is something I think you need to be tactful, and if something needs to be said, like saying it, like waiting until the steam, you know, goes, but not reacting in a reactive mode, but responsive in a tactful way by using also the Libra energy. It can be more helpful to you because here I think you are looking at some past energy and you try to create something better, and there can be this a little bit fear of failure there, but you want to learn from the past experiences, and like something keeps repeating from the past, like the same old thing, like this is a bit you know, making your nerves there a bit with density. You know that there is hard work ahead. You know that this discipline is like important, strength is necessary. You are there a bit, you know, waiting, like something needs to be like plowed, and you know, the weeds needs to be pulled, the seeds needs to be planted. It's like there is going to be this like preparation again, and it's like you are in that transitional time. Something also makes you like you can't stretch, like at the face of something, like making you a bit maybe like rigid, or like making you a particular bump, you know, on the road, making you caught up in the setbacks, like making you inflexible. So because here you are like trying to guard something to be maybe go undisciplined, there is this some fears, some fear of failure and worries, because there is a past experience also, I think, conditioning your present experience. There is a bit paralyzed energy here. Okay, so the best way here is to control your anger. This is going to be important. The current challenges and obstacles, let's see. Now this is going to present challenges and obstacles to your goals, things to grow through or help you to make the decision to move in a new direction, which has also come in these oracles actually. Now the Empress energy, this is a card which is itself about the creation principle. It's about how we present ourselves and how we respond life in general. Now when we try to respond our career life conditions, there can be some challenges, like whom we are letting in, like to our story, because there can be a deep friendship with a person of a same sex or someone you are close. Maybe you are standing by this person, and like the others react to it, or there is some kind of a grouping or group thing at work, and your closeness with a particular female is not well received. Or Empress can be also the boss, you know, that woman figure or that influential woman. Your relationships with this person, maybe lately it was, yeah, you developed that deep connection, but then lately it went wrong, or something gets, you know, disturbed. Maybe there are some consequences of that. This can be also that. In general, with the woman figures in your work life, there can be some challenging connections there, or there can be help of a female figure which may help you to move in a new direction there. We have the Clover. This is actually our potential happiness and lucky things and fortunate things. clover energy in the readings usually comes when something like in our fortune, you know, is developing. So if there is a positive circumstances actually which is bringing you good luck, profit it can be, or like a very good connection you find, or maybe someone is also, there can be the surprising actions of a female co-worker, or if you are a male, by the way, can be the male co-worker. This may really make things move, like you may feel actually supported. We were also talking about the co-workers here, but for some Capricorns, female big figures can be challenging, okay? Especially if you have an Aries transit now in your 6th house, or you know, somewhere like that, or in the 10th house. Things can be interesting, but let me see the direction that you can take to make the best use of your fullest potential. 5 of Swords. Again, control your anger, you will be sorry, and again, control your anger, you will be sorry kind of card. But it can be also something with regards to communication. Now, there is something here you need to stay detached, I think. Because there can be someone around you who has a self-interest and acting selfish, affecting your general happiness at work or fulfillment. And oh my God, I picked the 2 flowers, happiness, and these cards are, you know, they are, how to say, groups of cards from different times, but I mean, they are in the same deck after all, so both of them I pick for you. So what we have talked in the beginning, are you considering the general, right, fulfillment, happiness in your job, or what is being harsh there? The direction is like you need to pull yourself out of these situations, being detached. You know, there is this sometimes gray rock method when dealing with difficult people. You don't respond to them and they simply go away. You are become like a gray rock, because this is also how you can like surpass someone's abusive or, you know, like inappropriate behavior. I see here, you know, someone is like maybe, you know, there is like this oppressed and the oppressor energy in a situation, and someone is like seeing some type of a easy victory, like a victory. Actually it's nothing, but actually there is some failure you are attaching to it, because the way that this person maybe behaves, or maybe they are in this competition, or like some kind of a drama, you know, it's saying you need to release this situation, simply like letting it go, or the energy which is setting up it. You got to attain a new behavior towards it. You have also learned lessons from this, I think, because the win and lose way of thinking is not working. It seems there needs to be some kind of a turning point in attitude when also dealing with these type of situations, because this empty victory of someone, or someone is encouraging you to have like things in an easier way maybe, but this is actually affecting your general fulfillment, like a no-win situation, you know, being competition with another, like, or like this letting go of the need to be right, and letting go of these judgments, and just trusting your inner guidance, and having a new attitude and detaching from this situation, like, can be important in this manner. Because oh, and you know, it can be quite confrontational sometimes with people. it says in this one, it's interesting, the message: confront the mountain as you would a fierce foe. To avoid your defeat, strike hard the first blow. This clear obstacle is a chance to succeed. Courage and persistence are all you will need. I think this has already happened. But again, like no victory, defeat energy, we have also talked about the Five of Swords. Like the challenge and the, you know, the confrontation happened here, but it didn't provide a result. So to have a new attitude from now on, because something is like tried there. And if you try the things over and over again, it is not going to like produce a different result. So there is this, and this is also affecting your general fulfillment, happiness. So the detached attitude with a change new attitude can help there. You need a perspective there. You may need a perspective, of course. Now, the hidden aspect. What is the hidden aspect? Which is which needs to be brought to light, and that you may be unaware of. Queen of Cups, sensitivity. You see, the sensitivity card. Okay, some sensitivities are at play. And again, there is again a Queen of Cups, the Empress, it's female energy. And someone, we have again the good fortune cards, and again the fortunate card, Clover. Like someone, a female figure, or someone, maybe this is a, like someone close, even like maybe a client, or someone like a mentor, a boss, or a supportive female person is there for you. They are like this hand, like you have someone's like hand on your shoulder there, and they are like as much as sensitive as you are to what is really happening around, and they, Queen of Cups energy, will consume everything, that all the energetical, like a radar. So they will understand even the air in the room. Actually, they have pretty much, you know, the sense of knowing what others sometimes can't see. And they exactly know like who the mice is. And I think the influence here is that someone like inside that career zone, mice is also stealing from the pleasure, stealing from the happiness. It's the card of robbery, stealing an idea, or you know, stealing something, like someone who is not a good backup to the actually good fortune. Now, what is fortunate will come to you, no problem. But there is someone who sees that maybe you do something you don't see, they see. So there is someone like inside that house, that place, who is like digging there, a bit behind your back maybe, or there is absolutely something very much consuming your energy, definitely. And maybe that's why you have changed your plans or these goals in so many ways. That's why it tells you get back to that original goal. Who has made you to, you know, shift that? Like you really need some type of a redirection in your career. And the Seven of Cups energy. Now this is, I find this one also to be very important, to be honest, because it's about the near future influences, choices and influences likely to occur within the next 3 months. So, oh my God, Seven of Cups is like you have many choices, and it's like you can't even like choose between 2 things, and it's like more you know, choices are being introduced to you, and then it just feels like too good to be true. Now, you may be offered things up to 3 months, maybe to stay or to continue with some people, co-workers, suppliers, or clients, but this is actually something feel like too good to be true. There is going to be some instant news here. Some that you will have some choices over things, but you may feel a bit confused about what to do. Again, older woman, Empress, Queen of Cups. Now, this woman, who is this woman? In your career field, will likely to come with some news there. So you will have some choices. But the thing here is that you need some Seven of Cups energy. You know, they may like instantly gratify you towards a particular goal, and you may feel like super happy and feeling everything is possible. But I think you got to stay true to yourself. You shouldn't make other people's goals here. You need to concentrate on your goals. And it's actually having, make sure there is a power within you that comes from self-awareness and healthy self-confidence, okay? Because someone can make you to indulge in a particular idea, like showing you things like being superior, but to something, and actually they are not. They are just, it's just like their projection. Or, you know, with woman figures in general, like there is some supportive figures. Maybe the foe here is also a female figure, but also the one who is bringing that, you know, something like is on the way, like being presented to you, maybe through like this woman is maybe the way maker for it. But it's like you may you need to be careful about not caught up in some kind of an illusion there. Like you need concrete goals, but you will get them to go back to that original idea, because this is someone else's idea. But will there be possibilities? Yes. Are you gonna realize your inner powers and capacities? Yes. You just need to watch our overindulgence of an array of choices and fantasy, or some kind of a illusionary goal that a person represents there. This is going to be very important. What will be the, I want to get more actually sights on that last card. Can you just tell us more about the Seven of Pentacles energy? Because something feels like too good to be true. It's like you got to really, oh, there is a lot of discrimination you need to make, like whom to cooperate with, from whom to get idea, from whom you're not gonna get idea. Things also you need to stay, yes, lettera, there you go, again the message, communication, the rider, okay, these are similar energies. We have the melody. It can be like there is this let's say a situation which is like it needs your fixing. This is how it is going to be presented. They will bring you some ideas, but the ideas in its nature are broken a bit. So like fix it, Capricorn, like how to, you know, we have this and how to make this out of this. But again, why not to choose these resources than to actualize the original goal? Or you can say, I have a healthy idea. Okay, like some new way of looking at things will be important. Of course, again, I'm talking energetically, Capricorn. You are all from different, you know, career fields watching these videos. The readings can't resonate with everyone. That's why, of course, personal readings are more important. But I hope this general reading for your signs collective can at least help you to identify the energy trends and maybe spark some ideas, give you a perspective, prepare you for some energies which may be at present. And even this, if you have those perspectives, of course it's going to be very fulfilling for me. Thank you very much for joining me in this reading. I hope you enjoy it. Take care, Capricorn. Bye bye.